Hey everyone, this video is going to go over the homework assignments for week 7. You notice under the tab for week 7 homework assignments, you'll see 3 items listed. The first item is to read chapter 22. You'll definitely want to read chapter 22 as it is required to do this week's discussion. So we'll talk a little bit more about that here in just a couple minutes. Second item that's listed is the week 7 assignment 1 essay number 2 workshop. So for this, I'm asking you to basically nail down your topic and your criteria for essay number 2, the evaluation essay. At this point, we have gone over a PowerPoint, and hopefully you watched the video lesson covering the PowerPoint. You have read 6 sample evaluation essays, answered questions about those, and hopefully watched the video lessons that go with each one. You've even done a couple journal entries that could help with this essay. Week 5, I asked you to pick 3 things about your favorite movie that make it so good, but without telling me about the plot. So I asked you to look at things like the acting or the costumes or the makeup or the special effects or the music, things like that. Week 6, I asked you to think of 3 things you look for in a good dining experience and then to pick a specific restaurant and tell me how it does or does not measure up in those 3 areas. And then for this week, week 7, I asked you to think of 3 things you look for in a good vacation spot, and then to pick a specific vacation spot you've been to and tell me how it does or does not measure up in those 3 areas. So you actually have quite a bit of practice already at writing to evaluate. It's just all been informal at this point. But now is the time to come up with a topic that you want to use for the formal essay, for essay number 2, evaluation essay. I want you to tell me what your focus topic is, what your judgment is. So the topic you've chosen to evaluate, are you giving it a good evaluation or a bad evaluation? And then I want you to list what your criteria are. What categories are you going to use to evaluate your topic? If you happen to have more than 3, then just add on and list those as well. If you have any questions about the essay number 2 workshop, the first thing you want to ask yourself is, have I gone over the PowerPoint and video lesson? Have I gone over the sample evaluation essays and those video lessons? And have I looked back at my journal entries for weeks 5 through 7? If you have done all of that and you're still not quite sure what you need to do for this essay, get in touch with me as soon as possible and I will help you out with it and we'll get you where you need to be. I am going to be on the lookout throughout the week for submissions for this assignment because as soon as you submit the essay number 2 workshop, I'm going to try to get there to it immediately and give you my feedback. That way, we will know sooner rather than later if you're on the right track for this essay or if you need to rethink what you want to do before it's time to start on the rough draft. So the sooner you get this essay number 2 workshop submitted, the sooner you'll get my feedback and know if you're in good shape or not. So if you have any questions, please let me know because this is a pretty important step in the process for essay number 2. The third item for week 7 homework is the week 7 discussion. And as I mentioned, you will need to read chapter 22 in order to complete the discussion. And chapter 22 is all about workplace writing. So the types of things you might have to write in your job while you're at work. So I'm specifically asking you to think about the rhetorical situation of workplace writing. So if you think back to the very beginning of the quarter, we talked about the rhetorical situation: topic, angle, purpose, audience, and voice and tone. Why might those 5 things be important to consider when you're writing in the workplace? And do you think that you personally need to have good writing skills, good written communication skills for your current or future job? Why or why not? So read over chapter 22 and then answer those discussion questions. Make sure you post your answers to the question by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. And don't forget to respond to 2 of your classmates by Sunday at 11:59 p.m. If you have any questions about the discussion or any technical difficulties, let me know. And if you have any questions or concerns about any of the work for this week, let me know as soon as possible and I will help you out. Otherwise, I'm going to be on the lookout for the submissions for week 7 assignment 1 essay number 2 workshop, and I will give you my feedback as soon as I can. So I look forward to seeing what topics you guys have come up with. All right.